watching Ask the Institute, presented by the Options Institute at CBOE.
Welcome to Ask the Institute, where we explore the topics that you want to know about. I'm Michelle Kaufman, Market Observer at the Options Institute, the Education Division of the Chicago Board Options Exchange. Today's Ask the Institute question comes to us from Max K. in Portland, Oregon. Max asks, what is notional value and why is it so important? Well, Max, thank you for sending in your question on notional value. Notional value is an important concept for options traders to understand. There are two ways to explain the concept of notional value, and I'd like to start today's discussion by providing you with two separate definitions. First, notional value is the total dollar amount equal to the strike price of an option times the multiplier. For example, consider a $90 strike call option on XYZ stock. This call contains the right to buy 100 shares of XYZ stock, so the multiplier is 100. Therefore, the notional value is $90, which is the strike price, times 100, which is the multiplier, which totals $9,000. So $9,000 is the notional value of this option in this example as seen here. A second definition of notional value, which really is the same as the first definition, is the total dollar amount of the transaction in the underlying instrument if an option is exercised. In the example above, using the XYZ 90 strike call, consider how much cash would be needed to purchase the underlying XYZ shares if this call were exercised. The exercise of a $90 strike call would be 100 shares of XYZ stock at $90 per share for a total dollar requirement of $9,000. So again, the notional value of this option in this example is $9,000 as seen here. The concept of notional value is important for options traders because some options that have the same underlying instrument as other options have different notional values. Consider, for example, index options on the S&P 500 stock index, which are commonly known as SPX options, and options on the SPDR exchange traded fund, which are commonly known as SPY options. SPX index options are cash-settled options on the full value of the S&P 500 stock index. So, with the SPX at 1,250, the notional value of an SPX 1,250 call is $125,000. Here, let me rewind a bit and reiterate how the notional value of an option is calculated before we move on. The notional value is the strike price times the multiplier. In this case, the strike price is $1,250 and the multiplier is $100. Therefore, the notional value is $1,250 times 100, which equals $125,000. Now consider SPY options. SPY is an exchange-traded fund designed to track the performance of 1/10 of the S&P 500 stock index. So, with the S&P 500 stock index trading at 1,250, the SPY exchange-traded fund will be trading at approximately 125. Now let's calculate the notional value of an SPY 125 call. Remember, the multiplier of SPY calls is 100. So the notional value of an SPY 125 call is $12,500. This is calculated by multiplying the strike price times 100, 100 being the multiplier, which equals $12,500. Well now, do you see this big difference? The notional value of an SPX 1250 call is $125,000, while the notional value of an SPY 125 call is $12,500. This is what traders mean when they say SPX is a big contract. They are referring to the fact that the notional value of an SPX option is 10 times the notional value of an SPY option. The concept of notional value tells option traders how much money would be required to pay if an option were exercised or assigned. Notional value also helps traders analyze their total dollar exposure to the price swings in the underlying stock or index. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's discussion on notional value. This is Michelle Kaufman, Market Observer at the Options Institute, exploring the topics you want to know about.